everybody, I'm just here at base camp, obviously getting ready to rob a train of some kind. Nope, social distancing, trying to be safe because I'm here with my pal Chuck. There he is. So since we're maybe going to be within 6 feet of each other, we're staying masked up for safety. But we wanted to come live today on Facebook to tell you about the newest thing we are doing to try to enhance your scouting experience at home. We've been offering our online merit badges. We've been offering some online Cub adventures and things like that. But seeing as this whole pandemic seems to be stretching longer than any of us would have liked it to, we have come up with a great new way to continue to support all of you out there in your efforts to continue doing scouting at home. So we have developed what we are calling Base Camp on-the-go kits. Right now we have primarily kits for Cub age Scouts, so they're adventures, but we are working on developing more for the merit badge level. But these are going to be great little kits that we will come with more details soon about how you can acquire these. But the idea is you'll be able to actually take these home with you. And each box, as we'll show you in a minute, contains everything you could need to check off all the requirements you might need for a certain adventure. So this will be great for those times when you might want to work on an adventure together as a family at home, or when you've found a way to meet with your den or your group, whatever unit you can get together with safely while social distancing, while masked up, whatever you need to do, and still achieve some of the goals that your scouts are all working towards. So did I miss anything in particular about these? Great. Like I said, we're going to be giving more information about how this whole process is going to work soon. We are hoping to be able to both have these available for you to pick up here at Base Camp, maybe at some of our other properties, for example, Base Camp Express up in Woburn, but also hoping to offer, like many other businesses nowadays, some kind of delivery service. So we can have these brought to you. They will be sanitized to perfection before you get them. When you return them to us, they'll be re-sanitized again pretty thoroughly. There's going to be some things in each kit that are going to be single use and you'll throw them away when you're done. There'll be some things that you put back, and we take care of making sure everything gets super clean for the next person who might want to kind of check these out. You can think of it a little bit like a library service, right? You're going to be checking these out and taking them home and utilizing them however you see fit. So next week, tune in, because I'm going to be actually taking home one of these kits and doing this myself fully. But for today, we just wanted to show you an example of one of our kits and what it looks like, what you might find inside, and kind of how it works. And then be sure to tune in next week, especially if you are a bear, so you can see me attempt to do some of the requirements of the bear forensics kit at home, which I'm really excited about. So I'm going to kind of toss it over to Chuck, because we're going to open up one of these boxes and have you be able to see what you're going to get. So let's say I reversed. Yes, success. So everybody will get a box like this, one of these black boxes with a yellow top, and everything you need is going to be inside.
So what we have here is the Weeblo's Adventure, Aware and Care. Every kit will have a checklist of what's in it. And so you can see right here, everything is listed off. Each requirement is listed for each item in the bin. I'm going to put this right down here. You'll also get a kit that will show all the requirements from the book, laminated and in there as well.
Super handy if you don't have that book with you. You got everything you need right there.
So for instance, if you were looking at requirement number 2, engage in an activity that stimulates mobility impairment. So for instance, one of those activities could be grasping a potato without the full use of your hand. So you'd have an oven mitt and a potato, and you would have to try to grab the potato and then describe how that felt like. So for somebody who had immobility in their hand, you could describe how it would be like to pick up an object
difficult
without the use of their full hand.
A quick side note, the potatoes in here are not real potatoes.
They are styrofoam potatoes.
So don't worry about us giving you rotten sprouting potatoes.
Also, you could do activities with blindfolds. So we have oven mitts, blindfolds. We have some markers. So some of the requirements right here is to do a good turn daily, which is very important in scouting. And so we would be able to write cards for people in retirement homes or nursing homes. And so there would be paper, and there would be letters and markers and things to do those as well. There's also different sign language and charts for Braille, so we can learn the ways that the English language could be adapted towards people with disabilities. And then the whole potato activity is also listed in there as well. Everything you would need to continue and finish this activity will all be in this kit.
Nice. So what's really great about these is obviously there's a bunch of this stuff that you might have at home, and that's great, but not everybody has everything at home. I'm going to flip it back to me for a sec. As somebody who is teaching pretty regularly and hoping that my kids have the things that I would love for them to have in order to take an art class with me or to do a math lesson with us, it's, we know that we can't expect families who are overworked right now, exhausted, having a hard time keeping everything organized to, hey, can you dig out that safety pin that I need your kid to have for this or that? So we're trying really hard to make sure that these kits are full of the materials that you need, even if it's something you might have laying around the house. We don't want you to have to worry about that. There might be some things that you will have at home that you can use to supplement what we're providing with these kits. But we want this to be as easy for you as possible, as seamless for you as possible. So like I said, that's just one example, right? So that's one of many kits that are being put together. I see Tracy's asking how we can get people want to know how they can get their hands on these things. And we're finalizing kind of our process to make sure that we are keeping everybody safe. We're keeping everybody, healthy and, oh yeah, and by the way, this is probably about enough for 10 people. So each kit should be enough materials for about 10 people. So which is great because that is the recommended group size these days. So as long as you can continue to be socially distant and stay safe, you should be able to kind of get a small group together and do some of these activities with your den, your unit, whatever, your family, your neighbors, anybody who's interested. Like all of the programming we've been putting out, we do things for Scouts, but we do them for everybody. And so if you have kids in the neighborhood or kids in your household that want to participate in things like this, it's a great way to get them involved in one of your child's scouting activities. So on the front of getting these into people's hands, be patient with us. Hopefully in the next week-ish, we should be able to release some information about the process and how this is going to work, how people can request kits, how they can get them to themselves and then get them back to us, all those kinds of things. So stay tuned for more on the process, and stay tuned to watch me attempt to do the bear forensics kit at home, which I'm pretty excited about. Sounds like a fun one. So I'll be doing an unboxing at home and can give you all the real experience of kind of picking these up, having them at home, getting them back into the hands of our staff here to make sure that they're ready to go for the next group. So that was what we brought you today. Again, not robbing a train, even though it looks like I might be. I'll step away from Chuck and then I can take this off for a second so I can smile at all of you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying the nice weather. I hope you continue to. Please be careful today. It's supposed to get pretty stormy this afternoon, so if you go out and enjoy it, come back in at the right time. More to come on the kits. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you all around. Stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see everybody when we see you.